Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mrs. Dipti Puranik, Company Secretary of Kalyani Steels Limited. I welcome all of you to this 52nd annual general meeting of the company held through video conferencing. Before the official commencement of this AGM by the chairman, I would like to brief you on certain points regarding the participation and voting in this meeting. Facility of participation by members in this AGM is provided through NSDL e-voting platform on first-come, first-served basis. The remote e-voting facility was provided to members from Tuesday, August 19 to Thursday, August 21st, 2025. The members who have not voted earlier can cast their votes now, and this e-voting facility will remain open for 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. All the members present at this meeting are by default put on mute mode by the moderator to avoid any background noise disturbance and for smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. The company has received requests from few members to register them as speakers at this meeting. Accordingly, the floor will open for these members to ask questions or express their views. The company's moderator will announce their names one by one. The speaker on his or her turn will be unmuted by the company's moderator. The concerned speaker will be then requested to click on audio and video buttons on their system. Even if speakers are not able to switch on video mode, they can speak by using an audio mode. If there is a connectivity problem at the speaker's end, we will ask the next speaker to join. Once the connectivity improves, the speaker member will be reconnected to speak after all speakers complete their turn. Once allowed to speak, the speaker is requested to mention their name, folio number, and the place from where they are attending this meeting. I request all the speakers to limit their speeches to maximum 3 minutes. We have requisite quorum present for this AGM, and I now request the chairman to officially commence the proceedings of this 52nd annual general meeting of Kalyani Steels Limited. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Puranik. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Baba Kalyani, Chairman of the company, participating in this annual general meeting from my office in Pune. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you at this 52nd AGM. I pray that all of you and your families and your loved ones are keeping well and staying healthy. The AGM of the company is being conducted through virtual mode in compliance with the directives issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. As requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I would request my colleagues on the video conferencing to introduce themselves by stating their full name and location from where they are attending the meeting. I will start with Mrs. Sunita Kalyani.
Good morning, everybody. I am Mrs. Sunita Kalyani, Director of the company. I am participating in this annual general meeting from the office of Bharat Forge Limited in Pune. Thank you.
Mr. M.U. Takle.
Good morning, everyone. I am Madan Takale, Director of the company. I am participating in this annual general meeting from my office at Bharat Forge in Pune. Thank you.
Mr. Karthik Bharatram. Can't hear you, Karthik. Your audio is off.
Apologies. Good morning, everyone. I'm Karthik Bharatram. I'm attending the meeting from my office in Gurgaon, Gurgaon. Thank you very much.
Mr. Sachin Mandlik. Your audio is
sorry.
off.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now, please?
Yeah.
Sorry. My name is Sachin Krishna Mandlik. I'm attending this meeting from Gurgaon right now, and I can able to see and hear everything. Thank you.
Mr. S.G. Joglekar.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sanjeev Joglekar, Independent Director of the company and Chairman of Stakeholders Relationship Committee. I'm participating in this annual general meeting from my residence in Pune. Thank you.
Mr. S.K. Adivarekar.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sri Krishna Adivrekar, Independent Director of the company and Chairman of the Audit Committee and Nominations and Remuneration Committee. I'm attending this AGM from my office in Pune. Thank you.
Ambassador Ahmed Javed.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ahmed Javed, Independent.
In this annual general meeting from the office of Bharat Forge Limited in Pune. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Amit Kalyani, who is also Director of the company, is on a business travel abroad and hence not able to attend this AGM. We have statutory auditors, internal auditors, secretarial auditors, and cost auditors participating in this meeting. Through video conferencing from their respective locations. I would like to thank all the directors, officials, and members for joining this meeting. The company has received as the notice is already circulated to all the members, I take the notice convening the meeting as observations or adverse comments on the financial statements and matters which have any material bearing on the functioning of the company. Hence, the same is not required to be read. The company has taken requisite steps and provided facilities to enable members to participate and vote electronically on all the 8 business items mentioned in the notice of this AGM. Now I would like to address the shareholders on the business overview. Report and audited accounts for the year ended March 31, 2025, which were served to you through electronic mode and posted on company's website and websites of the stock exchanges have been with you for some time, and I'm I'm sure you've had the opportunity to peruse them. The financial year 2024-25 was a year of both challenges and achievements. The global economy continued to reel under multiple disruptions, ranging from the prolonged Russia-Ukraine conflict, tariff wars, unrest in the Middle East, rising tensions in global GDP growth is estimated to have grown by 3.3% in 2024, calendar year 2024, as against 3.5% in calendar year 2023. Indian economy, on the other hand, has shown a resilient performance ahead of many countries amid global uncertainties and complex environment, and emerged as one of the fastest growing digital economies in the world. I would now like to briefly touch upon the current global and domestic economic scenario as well as the state of the steel industry. In calendar year 2024, more flexibility in shifting their stance from inflation containment to growth stabilization. Major central banks, including the US Federal Reserve, European Central Bank, China, and India, initiated rate cuts in the second half of 2024. As per the IMF, the world GDP grew by 3.3% in calendar year 2024 compared to a growth of 3.5% in calendar year 2023, and is projected to grow by 2.8% and 3% in both calendar year 2025 and 2026. We are keeping a close eye on key developments in the global economy and constantly taking relevant measures to protect our business activities. Indian economic scenario. Amid challenging economic environment, India displayed steady economic growth with its sustained GDP growth momentum. It has solidified its position as the front runner in the global economic race. India remained the fastest growing large economy of the world with a growth of about 6.5% in FY 2025. Going forward, as per the latest forecast of the IMF, the Indian economy is expected to grow by 6.2% in calendar year 25 and 6.3% in calendar year 26, which is more than double of that of forecasted world GDP growth and highest amongst the major economies in the world. Across the world, we have been observing intermittent geopolitical conflicts and conflicts-induced tariffs by major economies such as the United States and EU. We are continuously tackling all such development and continue to make adjustments to our businesses. A lot depends on how such conflicts are handled and contained from escalating further. If it doesn't escalate further, then the global demand growth may grow at a steady rate. However, prolonged conflicts would continue to deteriorate financial stability and will affect supply chains, the world and the Indian steel environment. In FY 25, world crude steel production remained at similar levels to that of 2024. at about 1,832 million tons. China, the leading producer of steel, continued to contribute more than 50% of the global output at 998 million tons, similar to its 2024 production of about 1,002 million tons. The Indian steel industry in FY25 continued its trajectory of robust growth, firmly establishing itself as a key engine of national development and global relevance. Crude steel production for the year is estimated to have surpassed 151 million tons, reflecting a 7.2% year-on-year increase despite headwinds in the global economy. The industry's momentum was significantly supported by the Government of India's unwavering commitments towards infrastructure expansion, including large-scale investments in highways, railways, airports, metro rail projects, and rural housing programs. China's role remains central to the global narrative. Steel production in China remained flat, supported by targeted government stimulus focused on infrastructure projects. While domestic steel demand weakened, Chinese net steel exports surged in 2024, putting pressure on global steel pricing. India remained a net importer of finished steel in the financial year 2025. India exported around 4.9 million tons of finished steel, registering a YOY decrease of 35%. The decline in exports could be primarily attributed to the rise in Chinese exports amid weaker domestic demand. At the same time, imports of finished steel increased by 15% over the year to reach 9.5 million tons. In FY 2025, imports exceeded exports by 4.7 million tons against at similar figures of 0.9 million tons in FY 2024. As per the latest World Steel Association forecast, global steel demand is forecasted to grow by 1.2% in the calendar year 2025. Indian steel demand is expected to grow at 8% in calendar year 2025. This clearly indicates the prospects of Indian steel industry are quite good. Coming to the performance of your company in financial year 2025. FY 2025 was filled with challenging environment, volatile commodity and raw material prices, fluctuating demands, etc. However, the company-wide cost reduction initiatives and quality improvements have helped Kalyani Steels Limited to continue its profitable journey and achieve its ever-highest performance. In these difficult times, the commitment of our employees and cooperation of our stakeholders have helped us in achieving a new milestone of recording ever-highest revenue from operations of 1,982 crores in FY 2025 against 1,960 crores in FY 24, and the highest profit before tax of 343 crores in FY 25 as against 333 crores in FY 24. This clearly shows our cost measures are working well and delivering value to our stakeholders. Respecting the views of the shareholders and keeping in view the performance of your company, your directors have recommended a dividend of 200% on the paid-up equity share capital, that is a dividend of Rs 10 per equity share of Rs 5 each for the year ended 31st March 2025. Your company's efforts in the corporate social responsibility area. Kalyani Steels has always embraced its role as a responsible corporate citizen, guided by the vision of the company continues to actively contribute towards the promotion of education, enhancement of healthcare facilities, and implementation of environmental initiatives, thereby fostering sustainable development and community well-being. In FY25, company spent 5.94 crores on various projects as part of its CSR initiative. As always, your company continues to emphasize on various educational initiatives, community development, and supporting Pratham Pune Education Foundation, through which the company touches the lives of over 150,000 children in Pune belonging to underprivileged and needy sections of the society. Before I conclude, I take this opportunity to thank my colleagues on the board for their support and their valuable guidance. I thank the financial institutions and consortium of bankers for their cooperation and encouragement. I also take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to Government of India, Government of Maharashtra, Government of Karnataka and their various departments for their cooperation and assistance. I would like to sincerely thank all our valued customers and vendors for their continued support. They are a source of great encouragement and motivation for all of us. And I am confident that we will benefit from their continued support. I sincerely appreciate the contribution of our employees, all our employees, to your company's performance and request them to carry on the good work and help us realize the company's goals and objectives. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all our shareholders for the confidence placed in us. Lastly, I warmly appreciate your presence this morning. Thank you and have a good day ahead. Now, members who have registered as a speaker and desire to ask any questions pertaining to any item on the notice on annual report, he or she may do so now. Members are requested to keep their questions brief and specific. To avoid repetition, the answers to all the questions will be provided towards the end. Now the company's moderator will announce the names of the speaker shareholders. I request the moderator to unmute the speaker one by one. After the speaker shareholders complete their turn, I will give the responses to the queries.
Mr. Trivedi?
Yes. I am audible, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, all of you. Respected Chairman Bharabhai Kalyani and other Board of Directors sitting on dais. Myself, Himanshu Trivedi from Vadodara, Gujarat. First of all, thankful to our Company Secretary, Purani, for sending me a hard copy of the AGM report well in advance, which is full of information and fact figure in place, which is easy to follow and easy to understand. I thankful to you and your entire secretary team. Report is nicely prepared with the beautiful photographs with the full detail of corporate governance, including all parameters covered by our company. I don't have much question because I have full faith on board and their resolution. Sir, I have support all the resolution items. I have sent my all question and query through the email well in advance. This will save the time of the AGM and give the opportunity to speak my the rest speakers shareholder. Sir, still I have few questions. What is the market share we have in domestic and international market? My second question, what would be the effort of small unorganized sector? My third query, what would be the profit sharing ratio in coming financial year? And how many products coming current financial year? My next query, what type of the safety precaution done by our company during current financial year? And who is the major competitor and who is the best customer of our company? And which sector is most profitable during current financial year, sir? Sir, I wish good luck and bright future for coming financial. Thank you to allow me to speak. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker for today is Mr. Anil Babubhai Mehta. I request Mr. Mehta to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. This is Anil Mehta here. Attend this meeting from my residence, Kandivali, Mumbai. Sir, we have a few questions. The question number one, looking to the trade war and the present situation with our neighbor country, and also the present repo rate, what the growth can we expect in the current 25-26? Second question, what is the yearly yield on mutual fund investment and on which rate we are paying the interest on our borrowing? With this, we are supporting all the resolution and thanks to the Secretary of Department for the cooperation and support. Thank you and all the best for the bright future of our company. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil bhai.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Bharat Mulchand Shah. I request Mr. Shah to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
हेलो हेलो चेयरमैन साहब भरत शाह एंड स्मिता शाह बात करते हैं हेलो
Yeah, yeah,
चेयरमैन
hello. Hello, बोलिए.
हाँ जी सर हाँ जी थैंक यू चेयरमैन साहब माननीय चेयरमैन साहब श्री कल्याणी जी तथा सभी उपस्थित माननीय डायरेक्टर्स आप सभी को मेरा स्मिता शाह का बम्बई से स्मिता शाह का सादर प्रणाम पहले तो मैं सेक्रेटरी टीम का आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ उनकी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस एंड गुड रिलेशन विद शेयर होल्डर सो बात करने का मौका दिया हमें लिंक भेजी सो उनके उम्दा कार्यों की मैं सराहना करते हुए मिस कंपनी सेक्रेटरी एंड उनकी पूरी सेक्रेटरी टीम को बहुत बहुत दिल से धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन और चेयरमैन साहब आपको भी मैं बधाई देती हूँ आज 52nd AGM के लिए कि आपने 50 साल कंप्लीट करके आज 2 साल कंप्लीट करके सो आपको अभिनंदन देते हुए कहूंगी कि आपकी लाजवाब लीडरशिप के साथ पूरी बोर्ड टीम का सहयोग और सभी कर्मचारी भाई बहनों का हार्डवर्क से कंपनी एक्सेलेंट वर्क के साथ आगे बढ़ा रहे हो सो आप सभी की मेहनत लगन के साथ जो कंपनी के हार्डवर्क के साथ आपकी हिम्मत को दाद देते हुए आप सभी को दिल से अभिनंदन और डिविडेंड के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और चेयरमैन साहब बस मैं वही कहती हूँ कि जिंदगी उसी को आजमाती है जो हर मोड़ पर चलना जानता है सो एक शेयर होल्डर बैंक के नाते मेरी शुभकामना है आपको आप हमेशा स्वस्थ रहे मस्त रहे सदा हर्षित मुख रखकर आप आगे बढ़ते रहे इस बारिश की जितनी भी बूंद इस धरती पर गिरे उतनी सारी खुशियां आपकी झोली में गिरे आप सदा खुशियों की बरसात आप पर हमेशा बरसती रहे आपका फ्यूचर ब्राइट और मंगल शुभकामनाओं से हरा भरा रहे ये और ढेरों प्रगति के साथ उन्नति की ओर आगे बढ़े और फ्यूचर में ईयर बाय ईयर हमारा डिविडेंड भी बढ़ाते रहे बस और आशा करती हूँ मैं बोनस के लिए सो बस वही आशा और उम्मीद के साथ श्री गणेश जी के चरणों में प्रार्थना करते हुए आने वाले श्री गणेश जी नवरात्रि दीपावली की शुभकामना करते हुए आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करती हूँ और चेयरमैन साहब चालू रखिए भरत साहब बात करते हैं
माननीय श्री एमडी श्री और अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर कल्याणी सर और अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर सर मेरा नाम भरत शाह सर मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है क्योंकि आप मुश्किल समय में भी अपनी कंपनी को बहुत व्यवस्थित आगे बढ़ा रहे हो सर तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर डिविडेंड के लिए भी धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर और अपनी कंपनी दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी आगे बढ़े भगवान ईश्वर को मेरी हार्टली प्रार्थना है सर और सर बोनस के लिए भी मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है जरूर बोनस के लिए सोचना सर और सर अपने कॉम्पिटिटर कौन है जरा बताना और लास्ट बोनस आपने कभी दिया था वो भी जरा बताना सर और 5 इयर्स के फ्यूचर प्रोग्राम बताना सर और मैं कंपनी सेक्रेटरी और उनकी पूरी टीम को बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग सेक्रेटरी टीम है हमेशा शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट देती है शेयर होल्डर को क्वेरी सोल्व करती है बेस्ट इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रही है मैं पूरी टीम को बहुत धन्यवाद अभिनंदन देता हूँ फैक्ट्री विजिट के लिए सर भी मैं लास्ट टाइम मैंने भी बोला था तो अभी ये साल जरूर फैक्ट्री विजिट के लिए आप सोचना सर और जरूर ये साल फैक्ट्री विजिट जरूर कराना हार्टली रिक्वेस्ट है बाकी सारे रिजोल्यूशन में पूरा सपोर्ट है आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी रहे कंपनी बढ़िया प्रगति करे सारे रिजोल्यूशन में पूरा सपोर्ट है थैंक यू वेरी मच सर जय हिंद जय श्री कृष्ण सर जय हिंद सर जय हिंद
Thank you, Bharat bhai.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker for today is Mrs. Lata Bharat Negandhi. I request Mrs. Negandhi to unmute the mic, switch on the audio video and proceed, please. Mrs. Negandhi.
सर मेरा आवाज आ रहा है? आवाज आ रहा है? हेलो। हाँ, रिस्पेक्ट, हाँ बोलता हूँ। रिस्पेक्टेड चेयरमैन, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर एंड फेलो शेयर होल्डर, माय नेम इज भरत नेगांधी. Good morning to all of you. Firstly, I am Speaker of the Bharat Negandhi from Bombay. Firstly, I have received the annual report in time. Report is very beautiful, authentic and transparent. I congratulate Company Secretary Dipti Puranik and team, Mr. Harish Bhai, who sent me the physical copy to my residence address. I asked few questions. So number one, auditor sign is 5th May, but meeting will be held on today. You know, today more than 12 to 13 meeting in the AGM. Today's 4 meeting is 11 o'clock. So in 2 mobile, how can I arrange all this meeting? So please next time you should early, my point is. Number 2, so what is the dividend payout ratio? Number 3, what is the capex program? Number 4, total number of employees in the office and the plant. Number 5, how many subsidiary company profit making? Number 6, who is the main competitor of our business? Number 7, when company declares the last bonus and how much? And one thing I requested, every year I have spoken in the AGM regarding the factory visit. Those who attend the speaker shareholder, at least you should take the chance, because so many company speakers they get the chance. Not everybody, those who are interested and those who are attend this AGM. So once again, I fully support to pass all the resolution and with bright and healthy future of the company. Once again, I thank you, Dipti, Madam and Harish Bhai. They are very good investor service and they are very good matter to all the shareholder. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bharat Bhai.
And Lata Bharat Negandhi, they sent the query to give me the reply afterwards. They fully support to pass all the resolution with bright and healthy future of the company. Lata Bharat Negandhi. They sent the mail in the query. You send by query afterwards AGM. No problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker for today is Mr. Hardik Indramal Jain. I request Mr. Jain to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
Hello. Good morning to everybody, respected chairman and board of director. I am Hardik Jain from Mumbai. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening to you.
Yeah. So, sir, I have 3 broad questions to you. One is, what is the capex program? Especially, are we planning some greenfield expansion in a big? The company is doing well, but there is lower growth because of no expansion and moderate expansion. So, if you have any plan, long-term plan, specifically greenfield. Secondly, are we planning some raw material security kind of thing? Because these days government is permitting some coal block auction and everything. So is management thinking on those sides? Because we are generating reasonable cash, and are we planning to have some raw material security kind of things, say coal or iron ore or something like that? And thirdly, I want to know the view of chairman regarding green steel. So in these days, we listen in the markets and in the industry that all these automobile companies which are setting up their bases in Mumbai, in India, is looking for green steel because of their customer demand and all. So what is your view, and do we have some plans? So these are my 3 broad questions. If you could answer, I will be very grateful to you, Chairman, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hardik Bhai.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Bimal Praveen Chandra Panchal. I request Mr. Panchal to unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
Hello.
Yeah. Mr. Panchal, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my dear fellow soldiers, I am Bimal Panchal from Mumbai. So, amid challenging time, we have posted sustainable results and maintained a dividend of 200%. I highly appreciate the efforts went towards preparation.
We lost your audio.
Mr. Panchal, you are not audible.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm repeating. I highly appreciate efforts went towards preparations of annual report, especially management discussions and analysis. Your opening chairman speech is full of optimism amidst the all challenging environment. So CSR activities carried by our company can be easily visible in our vicinity in Pune and all these things. So we shall be happy to invest for any fundraising for our Orissa greenfield projects. So no question from my side. Due to some or other reasons, shareholder plant visit could not be arranged. I once again a little bit push from your side will fructify the visits. And secretarial department is doing excellent investor services, and I support all the resolution. I wish all the best to the company in the years to come. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Panchal.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mr. Aditya Khandelwal. I request Mr. Khandelwal to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Good morning, Chairman, sir, management, and everybody present in the AGM. I have sent my questions, but I would like to summarize. I just wanted to know more about our product portfolio and how unique are their manufacturing processes and also the end users of our products. My second question would be the end industry bifurcation of our products and how has the trend changed for each of our product categories and which product generates higher margins. Third and the last question would be on the Kalyani acquisition and the Orissa expansion. What are your plans and what are your plans going forward for these? These are my three questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Our next speaker is Mr. Gaurav Sood. I request Mr. Sood to speak. To please unmute the mic, switch on the video and start, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, sir. I will try to keep my questions a bit shorter. But, sir, firstly, what are the updates for the Odisha MOU that we signed for titanium metal and other specialized products? Like we did mention in one of our interviews that it is still under discussion. So, have we started the capex in any meaningful way? And if not, then by what time are we planning to do so? This is because the capex is pretty significant considering our size. So, from whatever I read in credit rating reports, it's at around 10,000 to 11,000 crores versus the current market cap of only 1,300 crores. And we do have some 500 crores of debt in the books. So how are you planning to fund that in case that capex is going through? And second is, what type of pricing arrangement do we have with our customers, considering we have been able to maintain a very superlative margins versus our industry peers, despite being in a relatively cyclical industry where margins are generally very volatile in nature. So what's aiding that, and do we expect that to sustain going forward? So currently majority of our products go towards automotive segment, and that too major chunk goes towards USA and through our other group company. So with current tariff related concerns, how are we navigating these challenges? And is it fair to say that given the business was already operating at near full capacity utilization in the previous year, so FY26 will be a relatively slow year when it comes to the volumes as we are already operating at near full capacity? And sir, how has been the integration of Kalyani steels in our business so far? And whether we have started any commercial production from the same? And if not, then by what time frame are we expecting that to commercialize, and what kind of bump can we expect from that particular segment on our overall top line? And sir, given we are primarily present in automotive segment, while our other group entities are one of the larger players in defense space, so do we see any synergies going forward in that segment from the existing business, or will that come primarily from the new capex that we are planning in Odisha front. And we are also hearing a lot of other MOUs that our company are signing in Chhattisgarh, for instance. So there were some news articles, but can you validate something that are we looking for any particular expansion in other areas, considering our again the performance has been very good in comparison to the steel cycle as such, but we are just looking more from an investor's angle, like what type of capex are we planning to do going forward, and when will the incremental revenue growth start coming? So my questions were more related from that angle, and if you can just mention some of the competitive advantages that we have that allows us to make these type of margins, because that's pretty good from your end. So I would just like to learn a bit more about the intricate parts. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, sir. All the best.
Thank you, Mr. Sul.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Ms. Swechha Jain. I request Ms. Jain to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and start, please.
So this shareholder is not joining the meeting. We can move to the next shareholder.
Okay. Our next speaker for today is Mr. Abhishek Yogesh Shah. I request Mr. Shah to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please. Sir, you are not audible.
Yeah, can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first is congratulations on the superlative margins. Very impressive to see how we've been able to keep our margins intact and rather grow them in such bad times. So very happy to see that. And second, very happy to see the focus on growth. In an annual report, the tone seems that now we are shifting gears. So very impressed on these two. My questions are actually focused on what are we planning at our Orissa project. So on 23rd of Feb 2024 is when we actually announced on the BSE and NSE that we are planning to invest 11,750 crores with the government of Orissa, and and this was also mentioned by government of Orissa in a few newspapers as well. So just want to understand, it's been 18 months and where the delay is actually, because government of Orissa's announcement stated that the approvals will be given in 30 days. So, it's already been 18 months. So, maybe what is the bottleneck? What are the reasons for the delay? Is the delay from our side, or is it government of Orissa, or is it the government of India itself? Maybe if we can get a little more clarity. Also, has it's been a year and a half, so just want to understand, have we changed the scope of our capex or our investment due to the delay, or maybe changes in industry and economy? Has that changed at all? And maybe just some more update on the current status, where we are exactly in that. And by when should we be expecting an approval? Of course, it's the government, and if there's any delay from the government, but you might have a tentative idea, so would appreciate maybe your view on how are you seeing things. And also, sir, once all approvals are in place, how much time does it take for us to get all the machinery and, commissioning of the plant? What would be a tentative time once this is all in place? Second is the titanium metal. Maybe if you can tell us a little more, if we're planning to set that plant up with a capacity of, I think the phase 1 was 10,000 tons per annum. Capex was about 5,000 crores. So maybe if you can tell us a little more on the opportunity, that, you're seeing. Of course, we've seen your interviews about defense, and that could work out very well for us. So, maybe if you can give us some idea on that. So next is, of course, the capex and the growth might take at least quite a few years before this sort of comes out. So till then, what do we have any plans on the Hospet plant? Where is there any room to debottleneck or increase production, and by what margin? Or maybe more on the value-added products, forward integration, backward integration. Maybe if you can elaborate a little more on that in the interim. And lastly, sir, of course, we've been honest shareholders and, being invested in Kalyani Steels for a while. when we look at our valuations compared to our peers, we are actually trading at 40-50% discount compared to that. So just one request is maybe a little more, information sharing, maybe a press release a quarter. At least shareholders are aware of what is happening, in the company, because just an AGM once in 12-month interaction becomes a little less, especially when times are so volatile. To give you perspective where we've even heard talks of so basically no information actually leads to the market sort of believing the worst case scenario where maybe the capex might actually not happen and so on and so forth. So some level of communication from the company would very much be appreciated. I know there might not be a lot to talk every quarter, but still maybe a press release, even if that means status quo, that will also be appreciated. But I would really request you maybe if interaction with shareholders can be a little more than just an annual AGM. So I request you to give a detailed answer for all of this, since we get to interact only once a year. And I've been an honest shareholder, and of course Kalyani Steel's doing well would actually be good for us, so our incentives are aligned in that perspective. So thank you so much, sir, and I would appreciate your answers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker is Mrs. Prakashini Ganesh Shenoy. I request Mrs. Shenoy to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please. Mrs. Shenoy?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Good morning, sir. Sir, I'm
Morning.
Prakashini Ganesh Shenoy from Bombay. Respected Honorable Chairman, Mr. Kalyani ji, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good morning to all of you. I received the AGM report well in time, which is colorful, informative, transparent, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the company secretary and his team for the same. The chairman has given a beautiful picture regarding the company and its working in all parameters. Thank you and congratulations, sir. So I'm glad to note that the company is doing robust performance during the year in respect of revenue, sales, PAT, PBT, etc., etc. Sir, I have just one or two questions. My first question is, what is the roadmap for next 3 years and capex thereof? How are we planning for digital future? At the outset, I'm thankful to the board for recommending dividend for the financial year 24-25. I am also glad that the company is doing outstanding work in the field of CSR activities. I wish the company good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the company shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Chairman, sir, एक factory visit तो बनता है. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Our next speaker for today is Mr. Manjit Singh. I request Mr. Singh to please unmute the mic, switch on the video and proceed, please.
That's last.
कंपनी की मैनेजमेंट टीम, सेक्रेटरियल टीम और माय को शेयर होल्डर, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूं। कंपनी जिस तरह से आगे प्रोग्रेस कर रही है, आने वाले टाइम में और अच्छा आप करें प्रदर्शन, इसकी हम आपसे उम्मीद करते हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं। 1984 से हमारी कंपनी आयरन एंड स्टील में चलती आ रही है। सर, कोई बोनस डिक्लेयर का कोई ऐसा प्लान है? कुछ बोनस हम डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं? बाकी सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट की मेहरबानी, जो हम आपसे जुड़ पाए हैं, उन्होंने वैलेंटाइन बैलेंस शीट बनाई है। हमारा बीएससी का कोड 500235 KSL जो हमारा सिंबल है, उसका पूरा मान सम्मान करते हुए वैलेंटाइन बैलेंस शीट बनाकर हमारे बोर्ड को हमारे रूबरू करा है। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, Manjit ji.
Thank you, sir. All the speakers have done with their question. I now request Chairman sir to continue with the rest of the proceedings. Over to you, sir.
I will try to answer the questions raised by all the speakers one by one, and some answers will be given by Okay, I think many speakers answered the questions on the Odisha plant and why First of all, why there is a delay of 18 months? And why is there any change in scope or current status, etc.? And also on the titanium project. So I'll ask Mr. Goyal, because all these are a little more technical and he's fully involved in that. So,
yeah, good morning. First of all, we were working with the Odisha government 2 projects. One was titanium, because the titanium ore is available in Odisha, and many of our customers were pushing us hard to supply them titanium after there was the war started between Ukraine and Russia, and US had put a lot of sanctions on Russia. So they were largely dependent still on Russia as well as China, which they never wanted. So we had a lot of pressure and we found this opportunity and planned to go ahead with that project. Second is, at the same time, as you are all aware, we are running our steel plant at a substantially higher capacity, or more than 100% capacity since last many years. And there is unserviced demand from us to our customer. So we had started working on that. Since we felt that titanium project is a little bit more risky, so we started work and execution on the steel part. Now, as you have rightly said that in February 2024, we had signed a MOU with Odisha government. Since then, we are working on this project. After signing the MOU, a lot of work has happened related to getting land. You know, a steel plant requires a very large chunk of land, and there are numerous issues related to land. So the due diligence of land itself took a lot of time, and there were many surprises related to land. But fortunately, now, by and large, most of the issues are clear. Then, as you are aware, the environment clearance and forest clearance take again a large amount of time, and then we have to have land for compensatory afforestation and a lot of other things. But our project is one of the projects which is moving very fast in Odisha, and we are hoping that our environment clearance and forest clearance will happen in next 4 to 6 months time. So the next issue was related to, even though certain benefits were announced by Odisha government, but there were operational guidelines and other things need to be finalized with the government before we start implementing the project. We expect that thing also to happen shortly. So once all these 3 things are completed, then we will start execution of the project. Which may take maybe another 4 to 5 months, as I mentioned. But at the same time, our team is already in place, and we are already working with our equipment and technology suppliers. So once we get environment clearance, forest clearance, which may take anything between 4 to 6 months time, the project will be on the fast track for execution, which may take around 36 to 40 months for the 36 months for the complete execution of the project. Now, as far as the Kalyani plant is concerned, which is near Hyderabad in Narkatpalli, now this is a melt shop which will be integrated in Odisha project, which we could get in NCLT, and this melt shop will be part of the complete complex in Odisha. So this is the current status. As far as the funds part is concerned, we are finalizing the total investment based on the negotiations and discussions with the equipment and technology supplier. As soon as we are able to finalize the numbers and all, we will come back to you as required. Now, as far as some other questions are concerned, what is the roadmap for the next 3 years? You know, first, now the biggest challenge and biggest thing for us is execution of this project, which is in total may take up to 4 years time, 3.5 to 4 years time, including the statutory clearance. There was a next question related to the sectors to which we are catering. We are catering to several sectors like bearing, automotive, oil and gas, seamless tubes, and some more. So we are currently catering to this, but when our Odisha project will be on stream, we'll be catering to many other newest sectors like wind energy, solar energy, aerospace, space, defense, and seamless tubes, of course, and many more. So you see, it is not only the sectors; we will also be able to differentiate in the products. The major focus will be on products which we are not producing currently. So that will help us in operating in a blue ocean, and currently they are not produced in the country. So we will have a domestic market as well as international market. And many of our customers from abroad, they are looking for our plant to be commissioned and looking for material from this plant. There was a question related to green steel. Our company has done the largest work to produce green steel. This plant will also be having a complete flexibility to produce green steel. As of now, there is not much premium available for supplying green steel, but the plant can produce 100% green steel or 100% normal steel, and we will have that flexibility, and we will be able to take advantage in case required. Now, as far as there was a question related to who are our key customers and all, our key customers are largely currently in automotive sectors, the exporters of components, exporters of auto components and the various other products, the foreign companies who are settled in India, bearing manufacturers who are exporting and selling bearings locally as well as in the international market. Now, these were some of the questions. Then there was a question related to interest on our current borrowings. Our average interest is around 7%. At the same time, we have fairly large amount invested in fixed deposit, which is over 800 crore currently. Last bonus we have given was in December 1990 in the ratio of 1:1, and at an appropriate time we will look at this part. Now, technically, there was a question related to the auditor's report was there on 5th of May, and why AGM took so much time. There is huge amount of work which is required to be done for preparing the complete annual report. Certain statutory requirements, audits and all, everything need to be completed. That's why it takes a little longer time. There was a question related to plant visit. Last year, some of the shareholders who asked for the plant visit, we had organized and they have visited. Any one of you who is interested in visiting the plant, please let us know. We will organize your visit to the plant. Now, as far as fundraising for Odisha is concerned, when we are able to freeze the total project cost and are able to start execution, at that time we will decide the methodology of funding the project, and we'll come back how we will be able to raise the funds, how we are planning to raise the funds. There was one question related to pricing mechanism. Our pricing mechanism is that we settle the prices with the auto OEMs or other OEMs, whether it is bearing industry, seamless tube, or in government tenders. We settle directly, and as far as the auto part is concerned, then we supply to the auto vendors based on the price which is negotiated with the auto OEMs. So it is a direct negotiation with the OEMs, whether it is bearing, whether it is seamless, whether it is automotive, and the price which is at which we are able to get orders in a tender. I think with this, most of the questions we have answered. Thank you.
And Mr. Abhishek had asked a question about little more communication with the shareholders. We will do something about that. We will have at least a quarterly communique sent to the shareholders in terms of what is happening with our projects. If there are any other questions which have yet to be answered, please send us a mail, and I'm sure our secretarial department will go through that and send you a detailed answer. Members may note that the voting on the NSDL platform will continue to be available for the next 15 minutes. Therefore, members who have not cast their votes yet are requested to do so. The Board of Directors has appointed Mr. C.V. Kulkarni, practicing Company Secretary, as a scrutinizer to scrutinize the e-voting process. Further, I hereby authorize Mrs. Purani, Company Secretary, to declare the results of the voting and submit the same to the stock exchange and upload it on the website of the company at the earliest. I would like to thank all the directors, shareholders for attending this meeting. Now, with your permission, I and other board members would like to leave the meeting. The company secretarial team will be online for some more time until the e-voting concludes. With this, I declare the meeting as concluded, and I wish all the shareholders and their families a very healthy and safe future. Thank you very much.